We're in the studio today with Tess Rollins, a friend of mine who is an amazing artist in her own respect. She's got crafting, she's a creative, and she is here to show us how to make some holiday cards. But we also have, before we get into that, thank you for being on our show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Tess, you have donated some time. Herndon Hometown Holidays. There are events that are going to be going on throughout December. You can go to herndonarts.org and you can check it out. The Council for the Arts of Herndon, in conjunction with the Fortnightly Club, will be putting on and providing these make and takes. And we're going to get into what you're going to show us how to do this in just a moment. And so the kids can be there at the Fortnightly Library on December 5th from 1 to 4. And it will be part of this make and take that the children are going to be doing, and it's the children's crafts that is what they're dedicating to those kids to give them, you know, something fun to make, and then they can take it home. So this is the make and take. Now you're going to show us. Now Tess, if you bring your kids out there to the Fortnightly Library on December 5th, they will be provided with a baggie like this.
Absolutely.
So, and then this is how it begins.
That is how it begins. It doesn't look like much right now. However, we will be out there helping them assemble their little make and take kits. Ends up being a little gift. And it ends up being very, very simple to make. It looks very difficult, but ends up being a gift. And inside, they're going to have their little hot chocolate. So we've made these several times with different gifts inside. You can put seed packets or like maybe a little soup packet in there if somebody's not well. But we thought it would be a fun thing for the kids to do, nice and quick, and the parents can help them. And you know, if the parents want to make more, then at least they've done that once.
Cool.
And they can
cool.
make a bunch of gifts for classes. And
this is great teacher gifts, coach gifts.
Absolutely.
And these are all, like, okay, well, before we get into our craft, I'll put these over here. What do you do? So in your creative world, I know that you make these beautiful, I'm going to show you some things that are here on the table, and Tess makes these as cards and little gift-giving boxes that has chocolate in it.
yes, chocolate, of course.
Chocolate.
I like to make friends.
This, what do you call this?
It's a place setting. You can make them for different events that you have if you're having something during the holidays, or if you're having a dinner party, or if you just want to make your friends feel special when they're coming over for a cookout. You can do something like that.
You do that often. I know you love to entertain.
I do love to entertain.
So now tell us about your business.
Well, you know, it started back when I was in second grade, actually. There was a contest, a card making contest. It was to make a Valentine's, and I was in school and I thought, oh, I want to make Valentine's. I love getting Valentine's. So when we were little, we used to get those little Valentine mailboxes, and everybody got Valentine's in the whole class. Well, there was this contest, and I decided that I would design for that contest. Told my mom I was going to do it, and I ended up winning. So that just inspired me to keep going and keep creating. I like to give gifts, and especially in this day of electronic age where we don't get as much fun mail anymore. We just get adult mail, bills.
Everything's electronic, it's true. Even invitations and everything. It's
right. So I still like to get that handheld card. I really like going to the mail and getting that special card, and you know, it makes you feel good. And so I like to give cards. I like to make gifts. A lot of times I don't have time. I'm a sports mom. I don't really have a lot of time to run around to all the different stores to see what the latest things are. So I do go, you know, search the internet, see what's hot, what's cool, and I try to create my own stuff. So I have a home studio, fortunate to do that, and start creating there, and I get different opinions from you sometimes, just to, you know, get some input to see, hey, is this cool enough?
I love all of the cards, and it's also pretty, and I mean, just the designs and the colors and all the different shapes and everything, and it really does give it that very personal touch, which you do. And so now this is this is not just for fun.
Correct.
You also do this as a business.
Correct. I do this for events, like people have special events anywhere from baby showers to weddings. I've done destination weddings, and or you know, just even doing favors. Like sometimes people will have dinner parties and they'll want to have something at every place setting. So I'll talk to the hostess, find out exactly what she likes or what she may want to have at the place setting, just to make all of her guests feel special.
Great. Well, you do that. I know you do that. And if there's and if our viewers, they can look around on this table and see some of the interesting cards. And so Tess is going to get into more of the details and kind of the how-to part of this. So this particular card here is what we're going to be making today?
Yes.
I'm going to be making?
Yes,
you
will be making. I will
Okay.
show you how to make it. It'll be fine. You'll do great. I actually gave Amy the choice.
Yes.
And I'm going to open up this ink pad just so that you'll have it in front of you. I have helped you out a little bit and pre-cut.
I appreciate that because I need a lot of help.
I have pre-cut and scored some of your supplies for you.
Great.
So you're going to have your base card. And this is your base card here.
Now this is cardstock, so tell us a little bit more about the materials here and where you get your supplies.
Sure. I get my supplies from a company called Stampin' Up. They are very color coordinated. Everything matches when it comes down to cardstock and inks and ribbons. If anybody that knows me knows that I like things to match, and I like things to match perfectly. So it's easy for me to order from that company. And they have got great accessories. And what I've done is, like I've said, I've pre-cut and scored some of the items for you just to save you some time. And I've used a die cutting machine to actually emboss a piece of cardstock so that you could see the trees here.
It's got so much texture to it. I don't know if you can see.
Yes. And
It's
basically
really light on
it
the
just
camera, but
enhances the cardstock a bit so that it's not just
so it
the
looks
plain
like tree
hardback.
bark with the
Correct.
branches. Very cool.
And I've used the same die cutting machine to actually die cut a sentiment for you. It says Jolly. So we're going to try to assemble this. It'll be fun.
I'll do my best.
Okay. So
I am jolly.
You are jolly?
As being a comedian, I try to be jolly as much as possible. I try to make laughter to everyone else. So we'll see.
First thing you're going to do is take your base card, and there is a score line, and you're just going to fold that in half.
Okay,
You're
so this is right down the middle.
Correct. So you're going to fold it up so it looks like a book.
Got it.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So then you're going to take your embossed piece, and this is embossed vellum, and it's got some gold on it. You're going to lay it on top.
Okay.
And what you're going to do is you're going to flip that upside down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I take this cardstock, the vellum is what it's called,
and then flip
take
it
that,
upside down.
flip it upside down.
And what you're going to do is you're going to fold that vellum right here and right here.
Okay. If I can. I don't have any nails right now. This is. Okay, here we go. Maybe if I put it on the edge there. There we go. All right, so just one side at a time, or do I need to?
Yes, and what you're going to do is once you fold it, open it back up, and you're going to put a little bit of adhesive just right on there so that.
All right, this is cool.
Yeah, that's what we call snail.
It's called a snail.
Yeah.
Snail adhesive. That's neat.
Snail adhesive.
I just press and then run it down?
And just run it down. It's like double-sided tape almost.
All right, that's cool.
Okay.
Wow.
And then you're going to do the other side. Same thing.
Easy.
This is very, very easy.
I even had to put my hair up, and you usually know that my hair is down, so I put my hair up for this segment too. So, all right, there we go. And then fold that over. Excellent.
Okay. And before you flip it back over, we're going to take these dimensions. We call these dimensionals. It's basically double-sided foam tape.
So
put one in each corner.
Right?
Yes.
All right, so it is. So it's
one in each corner.
Neat. Thank you. Okay.
And
that one stuck to you.
That one stuck to me. And what you'll do is go ahead and peel those off.
Oh, great. So it's got the little tab.
It does.
So it'll be sticky on both sides.
And then what you'll do
is this is so much easier than the glue, because the glue gets so messy.
Yes.
It's nice to play with the glue. I mean, it depends. I guess it's preference, what you're used to or what you like to do with crafts.
Right.
And
so then you're just going to flip this over, and you're going to adhere it. You're going to kind of center it, just like that. See, this is not hard at all.
Even I can do this. There we go. All right.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do is I've already punched out a couple circles for you, and we have our stamps.
Okay.
So one says holly, one says Christmas.
A large one and a small one.
Yes. And so what you'll do is you're just going to basically tap lightly, and I'll do this on the paper so that you can see it. but
what's
you will
kind
do
of
that
neat
in a
about
circle.
these too, and I don't know if you know if you were looking, what Tess has done is you can change the little the stamps, the little rubber stamps that are on there, and then you see it and you look through the clear plastic when you're putting it down onto whatever you're stamping it onto, which is kind of cool.
Yes, so you can see where you're stamping. It's wonderful.
So let me, all right, so you did the holly one, so let me do the holly.
Right, and then we'll go in the small circle.
All right, that was
Look
beautiful.
at that.
Okay, wait a minute. Wow, as I dropped it. All right, so this thing, so this is kind of cool. This pad is...
It's called a Stamp and Scrub, but
okay.
I call it my portable washer and dryer.
Washer and dryer. So you wash it on, you spray your water on the one side, you rinse off your stamp,
correct.
Take off the ink, and then you dry it on this side.
Yes, and then you're
Beautiful,
ready to use it in a different
clean.
color. Yes,
Okay.
that way if you want to use a different color, you won't mix them up.
All right, this is neat. This is just fun. Well, that couldn't have been it. Or no, wash and dry.
There you go.
Wash and dry. Okay, perfect. All right, so how do we, so then we put our stamp away.
Yes.
So we don't get ink anywhere else, because I'll end up getting it on myself or on, on you and the clothes and wherever else it can possibly go that we don't want.
So then you're going to go ahead, you're going to start to assemble this. You're going to need
Okay.
a couple more stamped dimensionals on the back.
Great, thank you. All right, so do you want to just do one in the center of each one so it just has...
Yes,
because they're like floating, and I know
Yes.
things, you get this three-dimensional effect.
Correct.
Which is kind of cool, so...
So
right,
you're going to
I'll
do that
too.
on
Yes.
each. And then we're going to take a little bit of adhesive.
Okay.
And you'll want to position, and I'll turn the card this way so that you can position. What I would do is kind of position where you want the jolly first and where you would like these dots.
These, okay.
Right. So once you position where you would like the layout,
Yeah.
then you can go ahead and adhere them, and then we'll adhere the jolly last.
Okay.
So what you'll do is go ahead and position the circles where you want, peel and stick. Yep.
All right, I'm going to put that one in there. I'm going to take off the back of this one. And then we'll put this above. Because I like the layover. I like how you
like
did
that
it too.
layover?
So yeah, where it's just a little bit like above the vellum on that one.
Okay.
So,
and then you're going to take the jolly, and since you're going to lay it over, what you're going to do is you're going to actually put the adhesive over top of like the end of the Y and the beginning of the J,
hold this up
because
too.
that is what's going to stick.
so we want to have it where it's like actually touching the circles.
Yes. So this, the back of that and the back of this will have a little bit of adhesive.
Okay. We want to glue
So
me up
yeah,
there. And
I
we
will
can,
glue you up.
thank you.
Then that way you won't have glue all over your vellum and the rest of your card.
It's fun. It's fun making cards. And it's the personalized aspect of it, which is so wonderful. I think, oh, I missed it. I already dropped my, there you go.
There you go.
And then we stick it on.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
press
And
it
then
down
you're
and
just
hold.
gonna leave it and hold it,
There we go.
and you finish your card.
Voila. There it is. How fun. Well, so you were telling me a little bit earlier today, you were saying, so like the similarity between the backgrounds of the cards that you have here and a lot of the gifts boxes and envelopes and things are similar in a way, but then you're saying you can customize them to be unique for, you know, whichever gift that you're giving. Or so could you tell me a little bit more about?
Sure. When I start to do a layout, the first card that I actually made was this first card, which has Peace on Earth. And I try to use very similar layouts, and we're just changing the orientation. So with the cards, I changed the cardstock colors. So I've got a Whisper White, and I've got Sahara Sand, and I've got Very Vanilla. You like the names of those?
I do. I like the names.
So
Fabulous.
and the same thing goes with the words. I've just used different colors of glitter paper, and the vellum was an assorted vellum stack.
Okay.
So all I'm doing, it's not very, once I find one layout that I kind of like, I'm just changing the orientation, the colors, and, you know, out of the assorted vellum stack, just picking out a different vellum. It makes them look like it makes it look like I've been designing for hours in the studio.
It does, and they're very elegant.
And it's just very quick as far as think of one design and then multiply, you know, mass produce as needed. And then I did the same thing with the packets. I picked the same colors.
Hold this one up, because this one's really cool too, because I like how you use the burlap on this one too, and it's got the little piece. I don't know if we can see. Yeah, isn't that pretty? And it's just like there's such elegance in a lot of weddings are using the burlap
Yes,
too,
they are.
and you have just that little sparkle of the silver that's with it, which is kind of
right. So you've got a little bit of the casual, you know, and a little of the glitz and you know, going in for those. So basically, again, once I came up with the one layout, I just modified them to, you know, a little pouch that we had, these little pillow pouches. This is actually the same pillow pouch as the Jolly pillow pouch that has the chocolates. It's actually the same one, it's just doubled. And what we've done is there's actually a seam in between, so that's what's actually being hidden. Correct. So that way they get double the treats.
Very copy. Well, let's give a shout out to your business.
Okay.
And if anyone wanted to contact you,
if anybody wanted to contact me, they could contact me at www.melodytess@stampinup.net.
thank you so much.
Oh,
This
thank you
has
for
been
having me. We
fun,
had fun.
and I enjoyed this, and maybe I'll have to pop over to your house one day and make a few more for me to give out. So,
Or you can give me a call and let me know.
I will, I promise. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope that you learned a little something today, and that maybe you'll try to make your own holiday cards to send out to your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and thanks for joining. This is Herndon Arts with Amy. I'm Amy Scavio, your host. Thank you, Tess Rollins, for being on the show today. Thank you, and I will see you around town.